What's going on, guys? Angelo here. Welcome back to On Feet. This is where I check out new and old sneakers. I unbox them, get my first impression, and after that I show them off on feet. So without further ado, today we have the Adidas 40 Krazed, and I'm really excited to check these out, so I hope y'all enjoy the video. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put on these gloves here, man, because this box, I have two different packages in here. I have the Yeezy Slide knockoffs, which are the Addy Canes, and they're actually made with sugar cane. That's going to be for another video, so please subscribe to the channel. But as you see, this is a giant box. It's literally as tall as me, for crying out loud. Let me go ahead and open this thing up. It may take me a second. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in, and this is not your typical 40 box that you see here. This one says Adidas 4D on here, and in fact, it's almost hard to see, but when you put it in the light, it has this gloss finish to it. I like this black box here. I'm probably not going to keep the box. There's nothing too special about it, but I do like that it slides open like this. That's a nice little touch here, and I think it comes out all the way. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. So I guess we'll just have it like this. That's fine. I got a size. In fact, I don't know if it'll show, but I got a 10.5. I just went with this size as a go-to size. Sometimes I need 11s, it just depends, but for the most part, it's usually 10.5 or 11 with Adidas, and I decided to just go with 10.5 on this one. They got these things wrapped really nice, and I like that though. So we'll go ahead and slide this back up. That's really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I might actually keep it, I don't know. I might actually decide to keep it because it is pretty cool. Alright guys, so moment of truth. I have not seen these in person. These run $180 and I got them on sale for $108. So it was a definite good savings. And wow, it looks pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. This actually looks like a pretty big shoe. Alright, so right off the bat, I gotta say, these things are clean, yo. These are clean. They did a really nice job with this. The amount of technologies in this shoe alone, I mean, it makes sense for why these ones are kind of up there in price. It's still not expensive as like a Ultra Boost like 22 or the 44s. The 44s are actually $200. These are $180, like I said, mainly because you're not getting the entire 3D midsole. But this, I really like what they did with the 3D technology here. I think it's a really nice touch, and I really like that green hue. It looks kind of like it's glowing in the back of the shoe. On the back here, as you see, it has the 40 Krazed, and then on top here, it also shows 40 Krazed. This is really nice. I'm so happy I got a pair of these. Let me go ahead and remove this wrapper real quick. This part is obviously firm. I mean, that makes sense, but as soon as you put your feet on this, I imagine it's going to compress very well and kind of spring back. I really like these lines for the Adidas lines here. They're reflective. Has this nice reflective tone. It's kind of like in this little arch format, kind of like it's swaying. And then if you look at the bottom here, the bottom's kind of interesting too. It does feel pretty grippy. I will say that it does feel pretty grippy. It kind of looks like little craters or like little sound waves. Like that's what I think of when I look at it. It kind of looks like sound wave. And just to go over the specs of the shoe, it says lace enclosure, mesh upper with stitched synthetic overlays, some textile lining, Adidas 40 and EVA midsole, rubber outsole, imported, and unfortunately this product does not really help the environment. This is more of a fashion type of statement, and I mean, you can really tell. Look at this nice lime green line. I cannot wait to wear these out on feet. This is something like I would honestly wear to like the movies, or if I'm like going to kind of hang out with friends or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and try them out on feet. One other thing I forgot to show you all was the insole. Let me go ahead and show you all what they look like really quick. So it has this blue bottom right here, and then on the inside, I'll try to rip it out, but it's kind of glued down. I just want you all to see what it looks like really quick. But it says 40 Krazed. I think that's a nice little touch right there. The insole looks pretty cool. All right, let me fix the frame really quick, because these things actually make you taller. Like, the boost on these is not like... In fact, I'll just show you. So here's a pair of 44 2s. So these, if you look at the boost on this, or really the 3D printed midsole, it is nowhere near as large as what you just saw a couple seconds ago. The back of this, the back of the midsole is literally like somebody inflated it. It looks crazy. Wow, no pun intended. But seriously, like, this is the most crazy shoe that I've probably had on my feet. It feels so interesting. So on top of that, the insole of the shoe, remember those little squiggly lines? So they have grip texture to it. That insole has like this grippy texture. It's very comfy, I must say. It's very comfy on feet. It definitely takes a little bit of time getting used to how they feel. They're snug. I will say they're snug. I think 10.5 was pretty much perfect. If I went with 11, I feel like, I don't know, might be too big. But if I went with 10, I definitely think it would be too small. So I think I got the right size. Is it true to size? Yes, I'd say it's true to size. But just be warned, they do look bigger in person rather than how they look online. So like online, you're like, okay, they kind of look a little bit tiny. When you get them in person, they look huge. But when you put them on your feet, they're still like true to size. It's really interesting. I'd still use this shoe though, my 44 2s for running. I wouldn't use this shoe to run in, although I will say the grip on this shoe is just as good, almost just as good as the Continental grip on these ones. I think it honestly might be a good little comparison video. So maybe in the future I may do a comparison. So like I said, please just subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you all's support. But for $180, I don't know about $180. Like I said, for me to pay only $108 for this, I think that was a steal. I think that's a great price for the technologies that you get inside the shoe as well as the design. They look really amazing on feet, and I can't wait for you all to see how they look. The midsole for this shoe definitely feels larger than the average, but it's very interesting when you have them on your feet walking around. Like I said, it's definitely going to take some time getting used to it, but I think like all shoes, you just kind of get used to it and you're like, okay, I get it now. My sister just saw the shoe and she thinks it looks ugly, and I was just like, hey, to each their own. There's plenty of shoes out there that I think that look pure just ridiculous, and there's people out there that are like, they love it, and I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? So to each their own, you know. I'm excited to wear these ones out for sure. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more content like this. And without further ado, let's go ahead and show these things off on feet.